Hello everyone, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video. What I eat as a busy, working, plant-based vegan mom. I hope you enjoy. Before you go any further, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit like. I really appreciate it. So first things first, I am starting my morning with my lovely, gosh, this looks so good. My lovely morning drink mixed with my Earth Champ plant-based protein and some cacao and oat milk, things like this. Berkeley, what are you eating?
Eating target.
How come you're eating that? Because you didn't want to put your diaper on today? You didn't want to get dressed? And now you got chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do?
No.
I'm at work now and I'm going to be taking my supplements. So here's my B12 that I share with you guys every time, and I always link it below. I've been using it for years, as well as my vitamin D3. These have healthy omega 3s, 6s, and all that stuff. At least the D3 does. And I got more of my mushroom supplement. I was waiting for it to come in. I love my mushroom supplement. It's got all the good mushrooms and it super helps with clarity and all that. And I love taking it. I'll link a discount code below. You can try the mushroom one for 20% off. I am doing a challenge where I drink herbal tea every day amongst some other things. I think you've heard me talk about that. I know you've heard me talk about it before if you've been here before, but, so the challenge is drink herbal tea every day, do extra skincare routine where I'm putting a lot into it. Not just using the face wipes, I'm actually washing my face and using my coconut oil, stuff like that, and drinking 3 liters of water a day, eating extra veggies at every meal, making sure I do a meditation every day, make sure I'm doing 30 minutes of movement and putting my feet on the grass, and not buying any extra Starbucks teas. Trying to not splurge in that way. So I've been doing really good. I've been doing it all for the month of May. And it's been so fun because I've been doing it, right? And so here's my breakfast. I had a Japanese sweet potato. I went ahead and ordered some more of those, and I've got some organic green beans. If you know me, I will eat green beans right out of a can. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you're on Instagram, go find me at The Busy Vegan Mom. I share my food most days of the week. I do a post every day, whether it be a video or sharing Berkeley's food or my food or a combination of both. And so I'm literally about to just eat these green beans at my desk out of the can. Yeah, I've done it many times. And then I'm snacking on my sweet potato. It's literally in a coffee filter. You just use what you got around the workplace. And so I just heated that up. I think it was 3 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other, because those big ones really need some extra time. Here's my sea moss. I don't know if you guys ever got to check out my sea moss video of me talking about whether it's worth it or not. So I will link that above so you can check it out. I like to mix it a little bit with some applesauce, even though sea moss does not have a taste. I like the texture to be mixed up with the applesauce. And so 2 tablespoons of that a day is great. If I don't blend it in my drink, I'll eat it like this. And either way works. It's really great to clear up sinuses. It's great for thyroid health. A multitude of things, so much involving the throat. It helps with allergies. Helps clear up excess mucus. That's my favorite one. You see, I'm making some more tea, so I'm doing good. I had 2 cups of herbal tea on this day, and what we start to do, what we do becomes habit, and I'm really showing myself that with this little challenge. Here's lunch. I got my extra veggies. Look at all those broccolis. I made sure to heat up my broccoli at home, because this broccoli smells stronger than any other broccoli. I swear. This brand from HEB, this store in Texas. So I've heated it up at home, and then I have my leftover veggie jambalaya / gumbo, whichever one it is, and then brought it to work. It still smelled up my whole office. I had to keep spraying stuff. I had some applesauce afterwards. Now we are back home, and I made Berkeley. Oh my gosh, this is so good, right? A almond butter chocolate kale and berry smoothie. It's got 2 scoops of the Earth Champ plant-based protein. I'll link my protein below. I've added some of the, oh my gosh, mind blank here, the sea moss as well. And I made her some rice. And so she had a nice healthy starch. along with her smoothie. It had chia seeds and flax seeds in it, and so it was full of healthy fats and yummy nutrients. She literally wanted to use 3 spoons, all different colors, to eat her rice, and I was down with it. I wanted to make myself another yummy drink. I am using one of my turmeric and ginger capsules from Motivate, and I'll send, that's the same company that I get the mushrooms from. And then this other company sent me these really awesome packets to try, Plants for People or Plants by People. That one had elderberry, so I was like, ooh, let me try elderberry mixed with my Earth Chimp. I made sure not to add cacao to this one because cacao is so high in nutrients that I found mixing it with other things high in nutrients, real high nutrients, would make my heart kind of jittery because it's so much nutrients at one time. So I learned my lesson with that. Gosh, the power of plants, right? I'm going to make a nice white bean and butternut squash chili. So I'm rinsing off the beans. Lots of navy beans go into this. About to start chopping up me some onion. Of course, I had to dance a little bit. My drink is so good. It's so good. Like, my expression right there is all valid. It was so good. It was like a beautiful little, like, kind of a purpley color because of the elderberry mixed with the Earth Chimp. Oh gosh, it was so good. So good. And so it was all good for me. I didn't add any extra, matcha or anything to this. It was just straight up what I said, and blended it, and it was heavenly. I loved it. So I'm chopping up some onion. This recipe calls for 1 medium yellow onion, and so I'm chopping it up. You know what? I was thinking as I was cutting, I'm like, I want to, if I could share my thoughts while I was cutting, I'm going to share them with you best I can. The outside of the onion is so annoying to me. Peeling that part off, and then it's like it gets everywhere, and the way I'm cutting it up for you guys, like, I always want to, like, take it, put it in the trash can, take it, put it somewhere else, like, because that little film on the outside of the onion, although I know it's there for a powerful reason, it's just annoying to peel off. And when I put it in soups and I don't care too much about peeling it off, like, I always feel like I end up eating a big bite of that filmy stuff from the outer layer of the onion. So I was peeling it off and then chopped into the onion. And so my onion will be all good to go. So this recipe calls for bell peppers. There is nothing that smells like, one of my favorite scents is bell peppers steaming or cooking. They smell so good. I love that smell. So we're going to learn something today. I learned today that bell peppers are fruits. Even though most people think of them as vegetables, they're actually among the most familiar items in the produce aisle, but they are fruits. And I don't think I knew that. There's a few things about bell peppers that are valuable. The flavor is obviously awesome, but I'm going to share some more facts with you about the peppers. They do contain, now I did know this, bell peppers contain more vitamin C than oranges, which is so cool. That's why a lot of us plant-based moms or in the plant-based community will say pair some bell pepper, the ones that are like rich in color, like the yellow, orange, the red, pair that with your iron-rich foods like your beans, stuff like that, because it helps you to absorb the plant iron even more. So it's always good to serve them, with your iron-rich foods. It'll help you to absorb it that much better. So they're also a good source of vitamin A. So bell pepper knowledge, and they're so good. This recipe also calls for some nutritional yeast. So it's 1/4 a cup nutritional yeast. Now, you're supposed to toast it. I will link this recipe for you guys. This is from Caitlin Shoemaker. I think it's From My Bowl is her, in my bowl, From My Bowl. From My Bowl is the name of her channel. I'll link the recipe below. She's very creative and creates all sorts of awesome recipes. So we had to toast the nutritional yeast, and it was like nails on a chalkboard scraping my little wooden thing, utensil along the bottom of the pot. I was like, ugh. I added the onion, and it did call for cilantro, but I didn't have any cilantro, so I just added some coriander. I figure, similar. It's like one's the seed, one's the stem. I don't know, something like that. So I just mixed it in there, and I've added some veggie broth. It also called for jalapenos, but instead I did green bell pepper because I didn't want it to be too spicy. And even though I'm sure it would have tasted amazing, but I didn't know how spicy it would be. And one time I had a really bad experience cutting up jalapenos in the past, and my hands burned for hours, like until the next day. And I was breastfeeding then and pumping, and it was so painful. So I'm like, I don't want to chop up no hot peppers. Yeah, it was crazy. So I added some paprika and some cumin, some more veggie broth, and I'm just sauteing, and it actually smells really good because that cheesy scent from the nutritional yeast. I love nutritional yeast. I like to buy nutritional yeast that doesn't have any added folic acid or any added ingredients. I like it where it's just plain by itself, and it's full of B vitamins. It tastes really good on popcorn. Makes me want to do some more popcorn with nutritional yeast, some oil-free popcorn, of course. And here's my butternut squash. I went the easy way. Instead of cubing it up, I had this these 2 bags of it where it just, you buy it at the grocery store in bags already prepared. Yes, that costs more, but convenience to me is everything a lot of times. Busy vegan mom, hello, I'm trying, time is money. And so I've added my navy beans. I've rinsed all those. That's about 3 cans. It called for 4 cups, so I figured 3 cans was about good. Added the rest of the veggie broth, and then I'm just mixing it up. And then it called for this to bring it to a boil, and then once it came to a boil, reduce the heat to, it was like medium low or low, and let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. I also, because I'm doing my challenge where I'm eating more veggies, I steamed some broccoli, and so I started my meal with my broccoli. Here's the soup in its final little stages here. Now it's ready to be served. So I ate my broccoli, the whole thing of broccoli first, added some low sodium soy sauce on top, and it was really, really good. And here's the beautiful soup. So yummy. I actually got cozy and watched Batman and ate my soup. I don't ever get to watch, it seems like, TV or anything during the week anymore. I used to do it all the time, but now that Berkeley's been sleeping in her home bed, it's just this whole thing. Like I'm doing so much, putting energy into that, and that which is not bad, not watching TV, but sometimes you just want to watch a movie, you want to watch a show. And so that was my self-care. Soup and Batman and cozy socks. It was great. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure to hit like if you made it all the way through. You guys rock. I appreciate our community here, and I'll see you next time. Have a great week.